Fuck you and you and you. I hate your friends and they hate me too. I'm through. That's that hot girl bummer anthem. Turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl.
Welcome to another episode of Around the 412. I'm Tyler, and with me as always are Smitty and Herb. We are part of PodHub Network. Check out PodHub Network at podhubnetwork.com or PodHub Network on Twitter. We are also sponsored by Keeks Barbershop. Keeks Barbershop is at 180 Brighton Avenue in Rochester, Pennsylvania.
They are.
It's an old-fashioned barbershop that is run by our friend Christian. And on Tuesdays, they have
$5
off for military, first responders, and nurses.
Nurses,
And
they got to be thrown in there because of Hannah.
they're open Tuesday through Friday from 10 to 7,
Mm-hmm.
and then Saturday 9 to 4.
Yeah,
Boom.
there it is.
Nailed it. He asked me before
Nailed
if I
it.
knew it. And
And
there it
you got a couple more days up until December 20th. He's doing the Keeks Christmas Drive, so you can head on over there and donate any toys, monetary donations, clothes, whatever it might be. Everything that's donated goes to the Children's Hospital in Pittsburgh, so that's awesome. And of course, we don't have to talk about donating to Rocking Around the 412 anymore. That's taken care of.
We spent a lot of money this week.
I'm surprised we had the sheer amount of stuff that we did.
Listen, I was telling him on the way here, it's like we spent over 3 hours there yesterday,
Mm.
and
Oh,
towards
God.
the end, I was like so hot and I was like feeling miserable and stuff. But it's like I wish that we could go back and do that more.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, at one point,
If
my
I
card
could go, yeah.
my card was also frozen yesterday, but
Oh,
that's a whole different story. I don't know if it was the amount or because we made tried to make the exact same purchase 2 times, like 2 transactions.
Yeah.
So
And the only reason that happened is because we looked and we're like, oh, we have a lot of money left over. Let's buy another Switch.
I was gonna say, like,
we checked out, and I was expecting the stuff that we had in the buggy to be around $500 or so.
Yeah.
My calculations were way off.
also, I want to pause and say, they're carts,
Yeah.
not buggies.
No, they're buggies.
They're carts.
You're from Western
And
Pennsylvania, and you've never heard the word buggy.
That's the thing
before.
is I understand when people outside of like West PA don't understand what I'm talking about.
You know what my favorite
like-
part is? Literally everywhere except the South Hills call it buggies.
Mm.
I'm not
still
kidding.
I'm still shocked you've never heard that.
But anyway, so we did that, and we had gift cards in our hands. We're like, whatever's left over, we want to do on gift cards.
Yeah.
Well, when that was like less than $400, I was like, do you think that other family would want to switch too? Let's just go buy another Switch.
Yeah.
So
Did you
we
at
ended
least
up
get 'em some
getting like
games?
we raised around.
Did you get them some games?
Yeah, we
Okay,
got
good.
both of them got Mario Kart.
Good. That'll divide the kids.
And
And it
then-
comes with a $20 thing. So
Yeah.
we were gonna get Minecraft, but they can buy that on there.
Yeah.
And then we got
Just Dance.
for the family.
Huh.
There was a family of 8. So like all and
Oh.
the age ranges are ridiculous.
I
so, like,
forgot
they
about
can-
that.
The age ranges. The
Like-
oldest one is 14. The youngest one is 2.
So
Two.
it was between Just Dance and Monopoly. So
14,
we're trying to think of like what they would do
14,
together.
12,
Definitely Just Dance.
11, 10, 9, twins that are 7, and then 2-year-old.
You get a family of 8 a game of Monopoly, you're essentially starting a war.
Yeah. The one Nerf gun that we got for our friend Sarge's
That's
nephew.
gonna start a war.
Yeah, this thing has a 50-round drum on it that attaches.
Oh,
So
man.
yeah,
Is it like
his,
battery powered?
his mom's probably not gonna be too happy about it. I don't know if it is.
If
we
it's
didn't
a
look-
drum like that, I would.
Yeah, I don't know
imagine
how
it'd
else
have
it would
to
do.
be.
Yeah. But anyway, that thing was
nuts.
insane. It's like we never had Nerf guns like that. Imagine if we
Yeah.
had Nerf guns like that.
We
when
bought a
were younger.
Nerf gun for a 2-year-old,
Yeah, we did.
and my mom questioned it whenever we came home. Whenever I came home, I was like, "Listen, I just bought whatever they want. Like I bought what they said."
We got
the
we got for the
2-year-old
most part what they had on the list. We
Yeah.
didn't really want to. We did get makeup. We had beefy
We
sister
bought
help with that.
makeup.
probably look like
I
idiots.
want to be that cashier that's like,
We-
okay.
We had no idea what we were doing, and we were in the makeup department for probably almost 10 minutes before we really decided. Like, I'm gonna call my sister, or call my mom,
Uh-huh.
and they're gonna help me. And so my sister was like, "Okay, go to the Maybelline section, like CoverGirl, go to Maybelline." And then I'm just like looking at the wall, and she's just trying to describe to me where things are. And
Wow.
we ended up getting like 5
Yeah.
or 6 items.
We did. I did pick out perfume with no help.
Well, that's easy.
It's absolute gas, so she's gonna love it.
I mean, the best way I just could describe it to my sister, because they smelled both of them,
Mhm.
and the
one's
Ariana,
Ariana Grande, yeah.
the one is Ariana Grande's, but the other, so the original scent that you
Love
and I
Spell.
were thinking of is from Victoria's Secret.
Love spell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every attractive girl that we ever went to middle or high school with wore that.
Yep.
And so it's like triggered a memory. And so like, yeah,
Tilt this back up.
it's like, and that's for the 14-year-old. So it's like, okay, she's trying to impress boys. So we know boys like this.
this
So here
is
you
such
go.
a funny conversation. I love the fact this is recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, screw LOL dolls.
What
You ever heard
That's
of
like
an-
that's
you
a
ever
big
heard of an
thing.
LOL
That's a
doll?
big thing
Oh.
this Christmas.
It's like one
It's
of the
one of the
hottest
hotter-
items,
Yeah.
and it's just like a type of doll, but
They're like Barbies.
kind of. But
So listen,
I'd say they're kind of like
Have
a
you ever
mix of
seen the
Barbies
movie-
and Bratz.
have you ever seen the movie Jingle All the Way
Yes.
with Arnold Schwarzenegger? I literally felt like that because we had one in our hands, and this mom came up saying that she wanted to get one for her
She
daughter.
even had it on her phone, like this is like what we wanted, or this is what she wanted.
We had the last one, and I didn't realize it was like that hot of a commodity. And not that I wouldn't have done it anyway, but we gave it to her.
Okay, good.
So, yeah. So, but the two girls wanted LOL dolls from this, so I got them today from
and then
Walmart.
and then the
okay.
woman that they gave it to her, she came back like 2 hours later and saw us. And she's like, "You guys are still here?" Yeah.
You're back?
Now,
Real quick, can we tell the story and also tell me the story about the dude just giving you guys $100?
yeah. So
Yeah,
this is when we
Randy.
went back to buy the second Switch,
Mm.
and we were waiting for. And honestly, had we been able to get this game right away, we would have never even seen him.
Oh.
We had to wait for somebody to come unlock the thing to get the game
Yeah.
out, and he also needed a game out, and he went up to the register, and I kind of followed behind, and he was like, "What's going on? Like, what are you guys doing?" And we kind of explained to him what we were doing, and he pulled out his wallet and handed me $100. I tried not to take it. He just set it on our stuff on the cart.
What a man.
But yeah, and so we got his information. I do have his name in here. He can win something. Beefy
Good.
has his phone number, I think,
Good.
or his address, something.
Yep.
But all we know is his first name was Randy. Do you even know what his last name was?
He
Fickner.
said it, but I just put down
Yeah,
Randy.
no, it was not. No, because he would not be eligible. But yeah, it was one of those. It was just like weird because it literally
Yeah.
felt like something that you don't expect to happen. You only hear about.
You don't expect
Like you
it to
don't.
happen.
Yeah, like I would have never have thought that that was going to happen
Yeah.
yesterday, and yeah, it just really like it showed what we're doing, but also like what Christmas itself is all about,
Yeah.
and yeah. So.
Yeah, he asked what organization we do it through. And like,
Like,
we're a Pittsburgh sports, we're a Pittsburgh sports podcast.
We do it on our own. He's like,
Yeah. Okay, but anyway, so let's do some prizes. I'm gonna
Yeah.
go live on our Twitter as well. So anybody that's like not in here but gonna get this notification.
And anybody that watches the Twitter feed can come in here. Please never
Get
do
this Is that it?
Never do
notification.
the gesture again, but yes, that's what that is.
All right. So I don't know which prize you guys want to start with.
Let's just go through the list. Start lower.
Let's say,
and go
do
to
you
high.
have a list of them?
So I mean, I did it in my phone. Like all the jerseys are first,
Okay.
and then the jersey, then the gift card, and then
Start
pirate
high to
tickets
low.
and both Penguin tickets.
All right. High
Also-
to low. Low is ending with the Penguin tickets.
Well, no. Like tickets, jerseys, then do the rest.
Yeah.
I would think that we would want to, if you wanted to do it something like high to low, it would be like the jersey first.
I mean, it's up to you guys. Can they win multiple times?
No, their names would be out
No.
of it. Oh, if they donate like that,
$20 more.
Joe,
Yeah.
he donated multiple times, so I put his name
Oh.
in here.
Okay.
Also, who's the idiot that used sticky notes?
Not me.
The idiot holding the sticky notes.
We're going to the bottom for this one. All right, this is going to be for the jersey.
Please don't be Travis Swaggerty.
This would be hilarious.
Is this a Penguin jersey
Anyone
or
any-
anything? Ba-da-da-da-da.
Christian Circle, our sponsor.
Oh, boo.
Our sponsor, Christian Circle.
No fun.
Boo. Okay, Christian. Go Army.
Yeah, you can't pick an Army jersey.
Nah, pick an Army jersey.
Get an Al Villanueva jersey.
He sucks.
Not
All right.
on Army. He was a wide receiver.
Yeah. Holy hell, that's a big wide receiver.
Yeah, he was a wide
gift
receiver.
card. We'll do the gift card. Shout out to TSE. They follow 100 people.
Sponsor
We're
us.
one of them.
They follow 100 people, and that's it.
Yeah.
Wow. We're like one of the herbs and spices for KFC.
Yeah,
That was
that's so
Horrible
funny.
joke. I need to start a petition to get myself to be one of them.
Come on, Tim Shady, Tim Shady.
Hey, we're picking out of his hat,
We are picking out a Pittsburgh Clothing Company hat.
which kind of, I mean, it's great quality.
Another plug.
Also, yeah, shout out to them. They're doing the bar crawl. If you want to check out all the information with that, it's in February.
We may or may not
They're
be
doing it
there.
again. Well, Pot of Network itself is definitely
Yeah.
going
But
to be
us
so.
as a show.
Valentine's Day weekend.
Yeah,
Oh.
Rough.
sad.
We're not busy.
Let's do the pirate tickets. Shout out to the Pirates. New management.
And new pitching coach.
New pitching coach.
You're giving me a little bit of
New
hope.
catcher.
You're not. Your bat is certainly not.
Mike Jones. Jonesy.
Oh, Christ, I got to buy Jonesy Pirate tickets.
Mike Jones. Who?
He wants club seats.
nah.
He's not getting club seats.
He's sitting his ass in left field with the rest of us.
Okay, so a couple of the jerseys you don't get to pick because we already have them.
Yes.
So,
I hope you fit a small.
What size are
I'm
they?
kidding.
the one's an XL and the one's a small.
I'm not kidding.
A small. How did you get a
One
small?
just fell out, so that's. This is my sister's.
Huh.
It's on the floor.
This is
What a view for Twitter.
this is very
Apropos.
this is very good. So this is for a Terrell Edmonds jersey. So it's very fortunate that
It
this fell
fell
out
on
like
the
the way it
ground.
did. It makes sense. Sarge, you're not gonna fit in this, but
You're going to
Congrats.
win it. You can frame it.
yeah, I can
Release in
get it
the Hall of
signed
Fame.
for you if you want.
Wait, should I ask him real quick if he wants to give it away? Have someone else get it.
If he answers.
All right.
All right.
Oh, man.
The Juju jersey, which is a small.
That's a lot of paper rustling. My God. Why'd you use sticky notes?
I don't know. I didn't think about it. Hammer and Hank. He's just saying not to keep. He's just saying he doesn't want it.
Yeah. Still, it's Hank.
So are we drawing someone else for that?
No, I'll see what he says.
Okay.
Yeah, if he
Cool.
wants to do that, we can do it at a later date.
Give away at like a different time.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. We'll do one of the two sets of Penguin tickets.
No, the good ones.
He said, "What else can I choose from?" That's not how this works.
That's not how any of this works. Travis Swaggerty.
No.
Oh. Oh, no.
Feel good helping out the famo.
It's not fudged. I swear. It's not fudged.
Thank you in advance.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I think we're going to a Penguin game.
Dawn and Beth Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, lit. So I'll just buy tickets for me and you.
Oh, man. That sounds bad.
No, we're not going to do that. All right. One of the jerseys of choice can be any jersey. Pirates, Penguins, Steelers,
Saints.
any stock. Yeah, Saints if one of these people win it.
For the sake, I want it to be Travis. Or Jeff. I want to see what Jeff does. I hope he buys a jersey of himself.
Kayla.
Oh.
Well, what jersey do you think it's going to be?
No, hard to guess there. Well, actually, no. It's going to be one of like 3 people.
She probably already has them, though.
Well,
No.
Adam Frazier might be traded.
Yeah, we did an Adam Frazier A's jersey.
I forgot about that. For Chad Pinder, please.
Cole Tucker, she already has.
She did a different color, I guess.
Yeah. She can't get Sunday alternate anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
That's true. Oh, she's going to need a new one anyway. That's right.
Jeff's happy about that.
Yeah.
What's this one for?
We'll just do another jersey because it's only the jersey. 2 more jerseys after this and 1 more set Penguin tickets.
Okay. He said, "Give it to someone else. Does this exclude me from winning anything now?"
No, I can put his name back in since he responded. This is my sister.
Oh.
So your sister won a jersey?
I mean, she kind of got screwed out of it last year because
How?
we ended up just picking Doug's name because my parents already won something.
Oh.
But I mean, they have a 3 out of 30 chance. They all
Yeah.
Both my parents donated, and both my sisters.
Well, you put one of them on both. Or both of them on one. Math.
Mike in Illinois. He
Hey.
kicked it off the thing, so gets a jersey of his choice.
Literally kicked off the thing.
Yeah.
Normally would have the biggest donation. Normally.
Yeah, that's true. All right, and Penguin tickets. So who else do you got to actually buy Penguin tickets
This is the
for?
last item?
Yeah.
Did you put Sarge back in?
I don't know, actually. I said that, and then I don't know if I did.
I would say you drew 2 things
he's
without
going to go
Sarge
back
back
and
in.
watch this, and he's going to be like, I want reimbursed.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he
So
wants
I can pick
reimbursed.
another name for that other jersey, then.
Yes. So, first jersey, and then Penguin tickets. How about that?
All right.
Need a drum roll. Not going to add it in post. Jesus.
My boy Jake Campbell. Shout out to New Brighton, PA.
That was loud.
Sorry. I don't like trash.
Worked with him at Lids.
If you're not watching the video, I'm sorry.
I don't like trash.
Wow.
Last item.
One more set of
tickets.
Penguin tickets.
If it's Travis or Jeff,
I know we're not playing favorites, but low-key pulling for Sarge since he won something.
I know.
And then he gave it up.
Amanda Miller.
Lit. Set of Penguin tickets.
She likes other sports, right? She's not just baseball.
I think so.
I hope so. Although we need to find out, is she okay with any app I buy the tickets on? Because I typically just look for better pricing.
I'm just gonna buy.
Like I don't buy. I'll like
There was so
fair
much dog
warning.
hair
I
happening.
don't buy tickets off Ticketmaster if that's what people expect.
All right, anybody that's still in here, if you are still in here, those were all the prizes. We'll reach out to you if you want a prize. Obviously, you don't necessarily have to be in here right now. So
I'm getting an Oreo.
we'll get in touch with you. Well, her beats an Oreo. Bye-bye.
That was Twitter, by the way. We're still
So,
here.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the show. All right, so all in all, very good. Anybody that's looking for like a recap, I don't know if I tweeted it out. We had about 30, close to 35 unique donators. About $2,000 raised. I mean, we've kind of talked about some of the individual stuff we were able to buy that we never really thought we'd be able to,
Yeah.
which was awesome. And I mean, this is year 2. We made a jump from year 1 to year 2. Hopefully next year it's even bigger. I don't want to speak too soon because we did change the mission from year 1 to year 2. But I will say, as I mentioned already, buying the stuff the last 2 days that we've gone and everything, like I really enjoy this mission specifically.
Just next year, don't tweet out a video of you picking it up, because that's just for likes and
Yeah,
an
that's true.
advertisement.
Thanks, Mike in Illinois, for bringing that person to our mention.
Christ, that person.
No,
I thought I was fucking Scrooge.
But anyway, I would consider this very successful, and I'm excited to continue to do stuff like this. We got to wait pretty much a whole other year, but
Well, more like
yeah, I
9
mean,
months.
we kicked it off in July this
Yeah.
year just to kind of get things rolling. But as far as like actually purchasing the gifts, and when it gets to like this time when we were shopping yesterday, I was just getting so excited.
Yeah.
Like not a single thing that we got was for one of us. Beefy's been talking about how much he wants to Switch. He had to buy 2 Switches yesterday, neither one for him. So
Yeah, my mom brought, or my sister brought that up. She's like, "Don't you want to Switch?" I'm like, "Yeah." And there's 2 of them right there. Yeah. Neither of them for you. Yup.
that's painful,
That's how it works.
But anyway.
They need it
One
more.
last big shout out to everybody that donated, and you guys obviously saw the pictures and videos of what we were able to get, but ton of stuff that these families obviously otherwise would not be getting. So
Yeah.
thanks again to everybody that got involved, shared it, donated, whatever.
I'm also going to say for the stream real quick, I'm not sure if the chat's working again. It's been being a pain in the ass, but I did add an animation if you subscribe. And
Oh.
That's great.
Interesting.
Also, so one thing we forgot yesterday was the really soft blanket.
Oh,
But my mom,
That reaction.
but
Oh.
yeah.
my mom had bought 2 or 3
Boughten.
soft blankets, whatever.
Kevin Kabatin.
Has bought like 2 or 3 soft blankets that she kept in her room that she was just gonna give to us kids, and one of them had a wolf on it, and so we're just giving it to him instead. So we ended up having a blanket for him. But yeah, I thought about that.
And we couldn't find a wallet. And
Yeah.
yeah.
But as soon as
Wallets are a pain in the ass to find
well,
sometimes.
we
Like for a
couldn't
kid.
find a
Yeah.
kid
Yeah.
wallet
Yeah.
because this was for a 7-year-old. So
yeah,
I was,
they're hard to find.
So I'm like, I don't want to get him like just like a black or brown leather.
Here's
wallet.
a leather wallet that looks like
I mean,
your
like I said, I
Grandpa
said to
owns.
Smitty, like I'm 24 years old and I have a BB-8 wallet. Like, and I have
I'm
no
22
shame.
and I own this.
What is it?
Ridge.
Oh,
Stop a bullet, wouldn't it?
maybe.
Let's try. If I die, I die.
Is it titanium?
No.
All right.
No, not this one.
So
Wait. No.
let's talk about sports for a little bit, and then let's go home and watch the Penguins.
Yes.
Kicking it off, we can talk about baseball. Actually, a lot of stuff has happened. I mean, I sat there,
Yeah.
I was thinking, wait a minute, this didn't happen before our last show. We didn't talk about this. Might as well start with Garrett Cole signed with the Yankees.
Hate it.
9 years, $324 million.
I have a signed ball, by the way.
I have a signed jersey.
So it's obviously like the one was the beginning of the year and the other was like kind of the end of the year.
Yeah.
But it's funny how just 2018 he gets traded for what he got traded for,
Mhm.
and then 2019 he signs for $324 million.
Yeah. Well, if you want to talk about bad trades, we'll get to one in a minute.
Oh, Kluber.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I'm happy for Garrett. I don't, necessarily love that contract. I get it. We talked about, the Yankees. They needed a frontline starter.
I just hate the Yankees.
I think that it was actually the show we had Sarge on because we were at my house doing the show.
Yeah.
That none of us really thought that Cole would be a Yankee. We didn't think that they would shell out that money for him. We thought that they would settle for like a Zach Wheeler type or something for less than half the cost.
Yeah.
But they ended up going all in. Cole can opt out after 5 years, but at that point he's to be like 34, 35, and
you never know.
I mean, yes, he could. I mean, if he's still, I don't foresee him still pitching at this level.
Yeah.
But
there's, by the way, I just want to say this now while we're talking about expensive contracts. There's absolutely going to be a lockout. Absolutely.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't hate it. Like, this is what I want. I want the players to be making more money, so it's not in the owner's wallets.
But it's the fact that you have basically most contracts have one opt out, and it's when they're old, and it's a player opt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things wrong with it. I think that the one thing that isn't wrong with it is breaking the bank the way that we are seeing these large contracts.
Yeah, especially the Yankees.
Because,
they need to get rid of Stanton back.
I want teams to shell out this type of money so it's not in the owner's wallets.
Yeah.
But like you mentioned, as far as the age thing, it's mainly because they can't even talk about free agency for 6 years.
Yeah. And then, honestly, I don't want to say any other team could shell out that money. But let's say the Angels or who's another team? The Astros, I guess, got in at the last minute for Cole. Offer that same deal, same exact way, 5-year opt-out, 34, 35, 36, somewhere in there. Opts out, gets Bobby Bonilla paid, and then they're just left there paying like $4 or $5 million that they could have put towards the team those years.
Mm-hmm.
Until 2036.
Yeah, or something stupid like that.
Yeah, the baseball is a very flawed thing when you get down to it. I mean, not even look at the minor league level, which is obviously brought up a lot.
Which I don't think we brought that up recently.
We haven't.
Yeah.
We'll get into it. Brought up when we had a couple of the guys on because it obviously affects them directly, but and then the marijuana testing obviously now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a step in the right direction for them.
Well, what I'm talking about is getting rid of 42 MILB teams. Or 32 or 42?
Oh, I thought you were talking about the pay structure.
No. Well, that too.
Yeah.
But getting rid of teams is not a way to fix the pay structure either.
No.
Because I think that's what they're trying to do. Limit the job so you can raise the pay.
Isn't it kind of funny that Garrett Cole's total money in the contract is like 5 times the Pirates' payroll this past year?
Yeah.
Funny's one word for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking is another. Looking at some other deals, Strasburg staying with the Nats.
Good.
Which, pretty much choosing between him and Rendon, who signed with the Angels, which I love Anthony Rendon going to the Angels. I wanted the Angels to make a splash to add to what they have in Trout and Ohtani, who's going to be able to hopefully pitch this upcoming season. But I still think that they're a pitcher away from really competing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But as far as Rendon goes, I'm just happy he didn't choose the other LA team.
Yeah.
And, it makes a lot of sense. He said that doesn't really fit, his lifestyle, that Hollywood lifestyle. What's weird is, him and Boris were adamant about getting 7 years, even though he says he plans to retire at 35, which is in 6 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see if that holds true or not. But I love the deal for Rendon. I love the deal for the Angels. I think that that's definitely a step in the right direction towards...
He's one of the few guys that I think can stand the test of time and continue doing what he's doing for a while.
That's what I mean. His game isn't like, it's not precedented off speed or anything like that. He's going to lose the speed or...
He doesn't have insane amounts of power, but he can hit a ball a long way if he has to.
I don't know. I'm a big fan of Anthony Rendon.
Me too.
Mad Bum going to Arizona for 5 years, $85 million.
Crazy.
I was surprised, but at the same time, I would not have wanted to be the team to do it. That he didn't get $100 million.
Yeah.
$15 million per season, which honestly isn't that bad. I don't think that he'll be very good in 5 years, but at the same time,
he might not be good next
year for Arizona. Yeah, but you're looking at as of right now on paper, he looks like a number 3 starter or so around there, and $15 million. Yeah.
Do they still have Taijuan Walker out there?
No, they actually didn't tender him a deal or whatever.
Has he signed anywhere yet?
Not to my knowledge.
So. Pirates, get on it.
But 5 years, $85 million for Arizona. Kind of because I don't think like Arizona's really in that stage yet. So I was kind of surprised to see them making a signing like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mad Bum stays out west. Did you see his press conference by chance?
Didn't he say he wanted to go to a contender?
He doesn't. Well, he might have said that. I didn't see that part. I
Well,
was
that's
just
why I was confused why he went to
speak
Arizona.
on the
and he
lack
said
of
that.
talking he did in general. He's just very, laid back. Doesn't like to talk much
The man looks like a serial killer.
unless he's pitching. Yeah.
Unless he's pitching, so he likes to talk shit.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, did you see the way like him and Muncy go back and
Yeah.
forth? And that's always gonna be so funny if he signed with the Dodgers because they were a team that was
Oh, they'd
in
kill
the
each
mix
other.
for him.
If there's a serial killer while they're pitching, it's Scherzer.
Yeah.
He's insane.
Yeah. He's just really fucking competitive.
Yeah. But it's borderline insanity with how competitive he
Yeah.
is. You talked about the Corey Kluber trade. Corey Kluber goes to the Rangers for Delino DeShields and prospect. Although he did make his debut last year, Emmanuel. I don't know if it's Clase or Clase, whatever the heck he
I think
is.
it's Clace.
He has an 80 grade fastball, and that's pretty much what he throws.
Yeah.
Um,
He's probably going to be a closer, more than likely.
Yeah, I mean, I think the deal is atrocious,
Yes.
but at the same time, I mean, I don't think that like he's a bad player.
No.
I think that DeShields brings you nothing offensively.
Not.
He might be a defensive upgrade for the Indians.
He's going to
in
be a
the
fourth
outfield.
outfielder.
But yeah, ideally that's what he is. Is he's a pretty much a Jake Marisnick how the Astros used him.
Yeah.
But I don't get how this is the best they got for Corey Kluber because it wasn't like it was just the Rangers interested. A team that I mentioned that needed pitching was the Angels. I
Yeah.
think that they should have been all in pretty much on to get him.
Maybe the health drove down the price on him.
Maybe,
didn't make
but
a
I
start
can't. But I can't imagine a team that's like the Angels or the like one of the teams that is they feel like a pitcher
They need
away
just
from
a li-
competing.
Yeah.
Don't give up more than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Because for the Rangers, even
That's
if you're
nothing.
bad, you can flip them.
Yeah, and I mean, you get rid of Clace, you already have Taylor Hearn, who's probably going to make that same spot.
Yeah.
A guy who comes out of the bullpen, throws 100.
Hopefully, he's his shoulder's healthy and everything.
Yeah. And you don't really need an outfielder. You have
Especially not Delino DeShields. Yeah.
Shin-Soo Choo, Joey Gallo. I can't remember who else
That's
is
such a
out there
fun
anymore.
name.
Shin-Soo Choo.
Yeah.
Their stadium caught on
Throw back
fire.
to those Reds.
Yeah.
So is his last name Chu or is it Suchu?
No, it's just Choo.
Okay.
Yeah, I get where you're going with
If it was
this.
Suchu, I would love that
'Cause-
jersey.
Because in our culture, their names are flipped.
Mm-hmm.
Their first name's their last name.
Yeah, Yao Ming.
Yeah. Ming Yao.
Mhm.
I can't remember where I was going with that.
I don't know.
You,
We were
got
talking
me
about the
way off the
outfield.
rails.
I
Yeah.
ruined
even
it.
Without,
Yeah, you got me way off
even
the rails
without
there.
the Shields, the Rangers outfield will be fine.
Oh,
It was a good trade for.
That's what it was. I have no idea how you give up essentially a closer and a fourth outfielder for an all-star pitcher who, didn't start after May, but still.
Yeah.
He still has it. It's not hard.
And if he does, that's just a buy low investment. If it doesn't work out,
It doesn't work
you
out.
really didn't give up much.
Yeah.
Just to touch on the Pirates a little bit, Mets and Padres both in on Marte, but there really hasn't been much smoke recently.
Yeah.
There was a day last week, was it last Thursday or something, that it seemed like he might get traded like today, like with the way things were going.
Maybe.
Adam Frazier interested from the A's.
And a couple other teams, apparently.
Although, yeah, I saw that they were like the third team of choice if the Pirates could choose who to trade with.
Yeah.
I mean, I honestly really hadn't even thought about his name as far as a trade candidate, but he's not going to have a better season defensively, in my opinion. So, his value might not be higher than it is right now. And if you're in the Pirates' position where, you're kind of going through a rebuild or retooling, whatever you want to call it anyway, you want to sell high on pretty much everybody that you can.
Yeah. The craziest thing to me is he had a fielding percentage of .900. He was the third best in the NL. That was a weak position last year.
Mm-hmm.
Weak. But people want him,
Who made the All-Star team at second base?
Wong?
Ozzy?
Ah,
Albies?
I think it was. I don't care about the All-Star game
I
anymore. so.
I don't
We
either.
were there.
I don't either.
Wait, was Muncy considered second base?
He may have been. We were there, and I can't remember.
I don't care about it, but I remember looking at the voting for NL, and the second basemen were just atrocious.
Yeah.
Because they are. I mean, Ozzy Albies is bad. He just can't field.
Well, I would say there's very few guys that can do both. It's
Yeah.
like a guy can hit, but he can't play the field. Like Colton Wong was probably the best defender at that position.
Yeah,
We're
he
up
had
there.
913. He was like a goalie, an average goalie in the NHL. Reds signed Avicio Garcia. I think that'll be good for them.
The Brewers?
Reds.
That was the Brewers.
Oh, it was the Brewers. What the Reds do then?
The Reds signed Wade Miley to 2 years.
That's who it was.
Yeah.
That was
Which-
dumb.
Which I was going to say, so he came off a pretty good year with the Astros, but this is, that's a very drastic change, both in terms of the organization and the ballpark.
And the way the ball is going to come off the bat.
I don't like the way that fit is there.
He didn't
that
pitch well for
ballpark.
the Astros, did he? If at all.
He pitched well for the Astros for a good portion of last year. I don't know how
Oh,
things
wait.
ended.
Did he get traded or no?
No. He was with Seattle or something the year before. It
Yeah,
was
that's
bad.
who it was.
But he was pretty good with the Astros last year
He
for
got
at least
left
most
off
of the season.
He got left off the playoff roster for most of the series, right?
He may have been. That's what I'm saying. I
Yeah.
don't know how, like post All-Star break or whatever went for him, but I know he had a very good first half. at
Yeah,
least.
I remember hearing that, but for some reason I still thought he was on the Mariners.
But yeah, 2 years, $15 million. The Reds kind of. I mean, if you look at it, the pitching could be pretty good for them, minus him. Like Sonny Gray was pretty good last year. If that
Yeah.
continues, Luis Castillo.
I love Luis Castillo.
I don't know what the
And
Marlins are doing.
I know he can be a lot better than he was early last season, which is pretty much all I paid attention to.
He has one of the highest strikeout rates, which is what I look to for
Yeah.
if I think guys are going to be, even if the numbers aren't there besides
Yeah.
strikeout rate, I feel like that is a good.
Him last year kind of reminds me of Garrett Cole with the Pirates, where it's like, oh, he has it, but he just gets blasted out of nowhere sometimes,
And then, Bauer, who
Yeah.
you don't know what you're going to get from him.
Yeah.
But yeah, Luis Castillo finished last
Trevor
year
Mayo.
with a 3.4
Tyler
ERA
Mayo.
and 1.14 WHIP. Sonny Gray, 2.87 ERA, 1.08 WHIP.
That's
Wade Miley
crazy.
still had a sub 4 ERA.
Oh, wow.
In pitching in the AL, so 1.34 WHIP. And then as far as the fifth starter, I mean, DeSclafani would potentially get that.
Was it Trevor or Tyler Mayo?
Tyler. Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, you look at if Bauer isn't as bad as he was last year.
Yeah.
If he's more, I mean, I know he really only had one really good season, but if you're talking about him being your third starter,
Yeah. It's really just a matter of how their bullpen fares and if they can hit,
I feel like they'll be able to hit. But the problem is going to be, can the other team hit as well against them because of their pitching?
Yeah. Well,
So-
we know their bullpen sucks.
Yeah, I don't think they've really addressed that at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And the Dodgers and Red Sox are discussing a Mookie Betts trade.
That'll be interesting.
So
Apparently Lindor's not going to get traded now.
that's the thing. What are the Indians? That asking price need to come down, whether it be
They're-
the deadline or what, because they're trying to lose him for nothing.
They're the Pirates.
What were
but
they originally going to ask?
So I mean, they probably wanted if it was the Dodgers, Gavin Lux, probably May as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I saw somebody say Lux, May, Ruiz, and Verdugo for,
I could see Verdugo going.
and this was at the time when they still had Kluber on the Indians for
Mhm.
Lindor and Kluber.
And then Kluber went for nothing.
Yeah.
The
So
Indians
is-
are the Pirates with a bigger window. That's
so
all.
Is
That's all.
Seager
it
not
is.
going to play shortstop?
He
What's
might
that?
go back. I think he might go back in a Lindor trade.
Mm. Well, if Lindor's coming, Seager wouldn't play shortstop.
Right.
Maybe move him to third and get Justin Turner out of there since he's on his last year.
Yeah, I mean that was the talk if they were going to get Rendon.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Oh wait, the Pirates signed a catcher.
Yes,
That's
they
the last
did.
thing. Yeah.
And can't hit.
Yeah,
151.
Mhm.
That's how I
He's
like my
he's a
alcohol.
defensive catcher. When I saw the
151.
name, I didn't even hear what you said.
He said that's how I like my alcohol. 151 proof.
Oh, nice.
That's the
151
only
round.
joke. That's the only joke that's gonna make me laugh because it's so bad.
Pretty much a strictly defensive catcher. I was surprised to see that it was a major league deal because I honestly didn't even know who he was.
Yeah.
I thought it was a minor league deal. But it right now looks like it's him and Stallings. So, and I have no problem with Stallings, but
Yeah.
I would feel much more comfortable if it were, another for sure starter capable.
Someone who
Along
can hit
with
above
Stallings.
250.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Stallings hit decently well last year.
Yeah.
But, now we're talking about him being thrown into a full-time role. Is that going to continue?
Hopefully, it doesn't suck as much as his dad.
Yeah. Kevin Stallings' son is now the primary catcher for the Pirates.
Pitt students are losing their mind.
His
I
dad sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like the way the Pirates are at least thinking now, if that makes sense. Definitely a lot more analytical based.
Yeah.
A lot more.
Yeah, you could tell by the 151 average.
Yeah, maybe there's something there. I don't know.
From his quotes, he said he hit in high school and college, and he knows he can do it again.
Okay, yeah, so did I.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I'm just like, well, I'm curious to see if there actually is something there. If you
I hit a
So
double.
did pitchers.
I hit a
Yeah.
double off Brendan McKay. That doesn't mean I'm going to be on the Pirates.
well,
Maybe I am.
I was
Do
gonna
the-
say, don't speak too soon.
Do I need to know this? Let them know this information.
Just
Your
walk.
phone just went off.
What?
We play the Rays one weekend. I just get a call. Wait, we do play the Rays this year.
We do. We open the season
Yeah,
against the Rays.
I'm gonna get a call like the week before. Hey,
Hey.
we listened to your show from December. We heard your information.
Your information. It's top secret now.
We'll give you one at bat.
That's funny.
Done. That means I
Pinch
get 500K. I played
it?
I played it.
Yeah.
I played. Well, yeah, just like that single A
Yeah,
catcher
yeah.
that got called up
He
2 years
he
ago.
popped up on my suggested friends on Facebook. I was
Really?
dying.
Yeah.
Him and Dario's Driggle before he got traded.
All right, so let's move on to hockey. Taylor Hall got traded, which we've kind of seen coming for a while.
Speaking of bad
Not
trade,
to the team, I thought though.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was on like the Artois ring for top 5 destinations.
yeah, but like
But I said Colorado.
I fully expected it to be Colorado.
Yeah.
But
I thought maybe Boston.
I knew I should have bet the Coyotes to win the Western Conference. I had faith in it, and now it's going to
Is
happen.
Smitty gonna eat a shirt this year?
Well,
You
not
should
the,
have bet.
not the comp. Yeah, well, yeah. Damn it. Forgot about that.
That was the Phillies.
That
But-
was the Phillies, but we
Oh,
still
well,
had a bet about
yeah.
the Coyotes that never
Yeah,
came
we
to
we
fruition.
didn't even give like an
Mhm.
actual end to the bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That trade kind of sucked for the Devils.
Yeah, I mean, so everybody knew, regardless of who they traded with, it was going to be a prospect first-round pick plus.
So Nick Merkley's decent. That's about it. First round pick this upcoming draft. The draft after
Top 3
that,
protected.
yes.
So does that mean if it's a top 3 pick, then
If they win the
The-
lottery, the
then-
Coyotes get the pick back.
okay, so they get the pick back
Yeah.
and
That's it.
okay.
The draft after that, it's a conditional first round pick, which as of right now it's a third.
Mhm.
If they re-sign Taylor Hall and lose a playoff series, it's a second round pick. If they do both those things, it's the first round pick.
If they do both of
If
what?
they re-sign and win a playoff series,
Okay.
it's a first round pick. And then 2 prospects I've never heard of.
Nice.
Wait, so if it's a top 3 pick for
Well, not this season, the season after. Not 2020, 2021.
no, the original first round pick.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah. So if it's a top 3 pick this year,
Arizona
then-
would have to.
then
suck.
Arizona keeps it.
Yes.
So
That's how it works.
So they essentially didn't trade a first round pick because they're not going to get a top 3 pick.
No.
I'm confused.
What did he just? If it's
Arizona's pitch. So as long as Arizona
Yeah.
doesn't finish get picked as one of the top 3,
yeah.
then it's New Jersey's. If Arizona were to
okay,
somehow
okay.
get it, yeah.
I heard exactly what he said, and I'm like, I just heard 2 different things.
Well,
I
it's
don't
like
know what's
in my
happening.
head, I was thinking like,
Arizona would have to suck pretty much from this trade.
Well, no, they can just
Yeah.
win the lottery.
Well, if you make playoffs, you're not in
that's
the
right.
lottery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah, they would just have to suck then.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I was so confused. I was like thinking about it in my head. I'm like, wait, if they get a top 3 pick, then
Never
it's like they
forget-
don't even get the pick.
Never forget the Nolan Patrick year when the Flyers missed the playoffs by like what
Yeah.
1 point? and
Yeah,
got second?
Arizona though. If Arizona makes the playoffs, it's
yeah,
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
But even if they barely miss it, it'd be very unlikely that it's a top 3. But hey, like you mentioned, we have seen.
yeah, it has happened. Stars got boned there.
Yeah, because Nolan
Eh.
Patrick is hot shit, huh?
I was gonna say the Stars got boned there, but they got saved from taking Nolan Patrick and they took Mikko Koskinen.
He's had some
Wait.
weird things go on.
Is that who? No,
No.
that's the Oilers.
Heiskanen,
Yeah, Miro Heiskanen. That's who it is.
Koskinen's goalie.
Yes, very bad. Peter Chiarelli's last contract.
Blue Jackets,
Oilers.
Oilers. Oh yeah.
So how far away is Sid?
Couple
'Cause
weeks.
we're getting close to that
Say about
time.
a month,
I don't know if it's got to be less than a month now,
3
right?
weeks. I don't know. I have
It's-
no.
So people were saying before the end of December. he
I
would,
have
like,
no
come
time
back,
frame
so
anymore.
Couple weeks.
I just wake up and it's like, hey, it's been a week. It's
I
time for the
figured like
podcast.
shortly after the New Year.
I'm hoping his first game back is December 29th because I'll be there.
Selfish.
Yeah, you're right. I am.
You want him to rush back? Gets re-injured.
Could you imagine?
You mentioned Nolan Patrick, which reminds me of the Flyers. There is one note on them.
Yeah.
A bad note.
Yeah.
Lindblom diagnosed with cancer. He's going to miss the rest of the season.
It's crazy.
Which, I mean, not to make it about hockey, but he was having like a very good. He had like 13
Yes.
goals this year.
I think he was tied
He's their
for
leading
second on
goal
the team.
scorer or
Oh,
something.
he was the leading. Okay.
But yeah, very unfortunate. Obviously, that goes without saying.
Yeah.
And it's just like we're sitting here talking about sports, and you say something like that. It's like these
Didn't
things don't
expect
even
that.
matter.
Yeah.
Like, these things don't even like what we're talking about for the most part does not matter.
Exactly.
It's just a way to, it's a form of entertainment.
Yep.
It's fun and
It's a getaway.
it's a getaway from like things like this.
Yeah.
But it shows you that like they are real people, because some people don't seem to think that way.
Oh, a lot of people.
But yeah, it's a
Including
very
Raiders
sad
fans.
note. Tristan Jarry, to go to much lighter note, has been ridiculous. It continues. Really, it's not like I would say like what do you even do with the goalies right now, but it's really like not even.
Yeah.
That's not the case, because you just got to keep riding Tristan Jarry until
So
you can't anymore.
this is like the worst thing that could have happened, essentially, because now everybody's going to hate Murray even more. Jari's going to end up pricing himself out somehow. They're going to take DeSmith in the expansion draft. We're just doomed as a fan base.
We're gonna have no goalie.
We're going to have Murray, and everybody's going to try and kill him.
Oh! I thought you were saying he leaves in free agency as well.
He might. He might. You never know.
because the fans hate him.
Yeah,
He gets jujued out.
Yeah. I'm also finally starting to worry about this Seattle expansion draft, so I'm going to title this episode Seattle Scaries.
I'm really not even thinking about it.
It just popped in my head today, like randomly out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, I haven't given it much thought, to be honest. Just like I really haven't given much thought to, like, we were talking about the NFL draft today. I was with a couple people, and it's like I haven't even given it like any thought. But
It's going to be weird for the Steelers not to have a first-round pick.
yeah.
I'm not going to care
Don't have
about
to
that
watch.
Thursday. Yeah.
But anyway, Tristan Jarry's just been ridiculous, and that's been even elevated more on home
Yeah.
ice. They do not play at home for a while. They have 3 games, all late games, which I'm not a huge fan of. They play at 9
Damn
o'clock.
Western Conference road trip.
Is it 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock,
Or-
9 o'clock, the next 3?
Western Canadian, I believe so. Is it Calgary, Vancouver, Winnipeg? Wait, no, it's not Winnipeg.
So it's Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton.
That's what it is.
Oh, wait, we need Sid back Saturday.
Now you want to rush them back.
No, but anyway, yeah, I'm not a fan of these Western.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like them when it's like on the West Coast in the U.S., but
Yeah, I mean, Get 'em
I don't really
get 'em
care
done all
because
at
I'm
once.
up late anyway. Especially as of late.
Sad boy hours.
Very.
sad boy hours.
Those are sad. Those are prime sad boy hours. But I'm also been up because of 2 reasons
Dogs.
besides sad boy hours. Game of Thrones and
What?
TikTok.
What?
Okay, the TikTok that I can get. The Game of Thrones, Sarge told me on Saturday that you watched 10 episodes in one day.
Yeah, I watched season 1 in a day. Because the idiot,
They're like an hour
Sarge.
piece.
okay, you're not an idiot, but you're an idiot. He only gave me 1 season. And cuz on Black Friday he bought seasons like 1 through 7.
Ah.
And so
Oh, yeah.
on on disc. So like I wanted to watch them because I've always been interested in Game of Thrones, but I never had HBO Go.
You
And
could have
so-
just told me. I told you both multiple times that I'd give you my login info so you could watch it, and Smitty was just like, no.
Yeah, well, now I'm watching them, but he gave me the first season at first, and then I finished it in a day.
Yeah.
And then
How?
I had to wait another week because I had Monday off. And
How do you sit down and watch an entire season in one day?
you sit down and you hit play, and you just look at the screen and listen.
I could
And
not.
watch.
I can't sit down for more than this length of the podcast,
I can when it comes to watching stuff.
dude.
I mean, I'm a very patient person when it comes to like sitting and waiting
Are you going to see Star
because
Wars?
I mean I hunt and fish too.
good point.
So
Are you going to see Star Wars on Thursday?
Yeah.
That's what 2.5 hours.
yeah.
I'm gonna have trouble sitting through that.
Yeah, you're childish. But yeah, so I watched season 1 on a Monday, and then I had to wait another week for more seasons. Then he gave me seasons 2 and 3.
Yeah.
I finished those in like 2 or 3 days. And
So what are you on right now?
I'm at the end of season 4. I have 2 episodes left of season 4. I'll probably finish that when I go home after the Penguin game. Yeah, after the Penguin game.
Have you seen The Mountain yet?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Fight?
That's the next episode. You're talking about the fight for the Tyrion?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Such a good
that's
episode.
the next episode.
Such a good episode.
All right, that concludes the Game of Thrones portion of this podcast.
And
Which-
TikTok.
Sponsored
Yeah.
by Jonathan Sargentson.
TikTok is great.
It is.
It's like literally,
Wait.
it's
wait,
the most addictive app.
Wait.
What?
We can all agree on this.
Huh.
You want to start TikTok?
No.
I mean, why not?
Can we get the 13 to like 17-year-olds off that app? Because it's
I mean,
so
that's who
annoying.
it's, but that's like who I feel like is primarily on there.
It's so
People
annoying.
are like, people make like TikToks and it's like, they say I'm too old for this app and they're like 22 and I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I'd go through and I'm like, wow, there are a lot of
Yeah, no, they're all like middle and high schoolers.
yeah.
But there are some very funny TikToks.
oh, absolutely.
And there's a lot of edgy jokes, which I love.
I haven't gotten to that point. See, it's all like tailored for your likes and stuff as well. So like I haven't.
Oh.
Yeah.
Go through my if you go through my likes, it's a lot of edgy stuff.
Okay. Anyway, last thing in the NHL is Kovalchuk cleared waivers. Can sign with anybody. The favorites are the Bruins.
Please, for the love of God,
Um,
sign here.
Well, see that it would make sense just
Did you
because
say
of the
do or don't?
the Malkin
Huh.
connection.
Oh, I forgot about
But
that.
then we'd just be talking about, who's playing when healthy is amongst the forwards. You'd probably see a trade happen, which you're probably seeing one anyway with Galchenyuk.
It'd be
Yeah.
a new contract, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
he wants
he's
1
signing
year
for the
league
minimum.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh, well, yeah, sure, why not?
He might have to.
I mean, we already have an abundance of forwards, so why not just add another one?
Yeah. We know
especially
somebody
because they're all hurt.
yeah, I was gonna say, it's not like we're going to stay healthy from this point on.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it. Would be zero risk essentially with a $950,000
It'd be a
one-year
sick
deal.
jersey.
Yeah, I might buy one.
Although, what number would he wear?
What is what does
'Cause
Gotch
wasn't
wear
he
right now?
wasn't he 17?
He's 17. He can't be 71. Galchenyuk's 18.
He'll wear 18. Calling it. Calling it.
Gouch is
7?
gonna be gone. Let me look up Ilya Kovalchuk.
What did he wear like country? If that was
I'm assuming 17.
No, he wore something else.
17.
Time for the silence.
Russia.
Bum bum bum. Keats Barbershop, located at 180 Brighton Avenue.
He wore 71
Okay,
God
so
damn it.
because that's when Malkin wears 11, right?
Yeah.
Malkin switches his number.
Could you? No, he's gonna wear 11.
Like
That's what I was gonna say. First,
14
Yeah.
years of fans are just pissed.
Yeah. Okay. Last thing to talk about. I was in attendance on Sunday night for the Steelers-Bills. I will say, I mean, obviously, I'm disappointed with the performance and everything like that. My expectations for the team were completely tempered when Ben went out, but just the season's been fun.
Yeah,
Life has been rejuvenated in that locker
And
room.
that game was a lot closer than it should have been.
The team seems to be having fun. If you turn the ball over 5 times, the chance that you win, and
That's what.
although we've seen it
times
happen
this
through
season?
Steeler games this year, because the 49ers did it against us and won.
Oh, that's right.
I had the Bills defense, by the way.
But, I mean, where to start as far as where things went wrong? Because,
They could have won that game. They should have tied it.
yeah, Hodges threw the ball 38 times, which should never happen.
No.
They only ran the ball 15 times when your first run, Connor broke off 15 yards.
Benny Snells was healthy,
He was
right?
averaging, yeah.
I-
Connor was averaging 5 yards per carry in that
yeah,
game.
but if you also want to lighten the workload on him, put Benny Snell in there. I get
Kareth
Jalen
White-
Ramsey's healthy.
Kareth White only had 2 touches.
Yeah.
Um,
Or Jalen
The first 2
Ramsey.
plays of the game were both rushes, and they were for 17 yards.
I would have corrected myself before somebody else gets on that. I said Jalen Ramsey. I meant Jalen Samuels.
well, yeah, I didn't catch it, so you you correct yourself before I
So
caught
I
it.
didn't even hear what you said.
Yeah.
I would have caught it, so I went back and
It's not
listened.
like
probably.
anybody, it's not like anybody would listen to it anyway.
But obviously that we talk about the offensive coordinator every week, and it's not changing for the future this season, obviously.
It's not
but
gonna change next year either.
yeah, we'll see if it does next year. I don't know, but they just put Hodges in a spot to fail, and he did exactly that. Tomlin in prior weeks had been coming in saying he's not killing us. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, whether he
So 4 picks, right? 5 picks?
Four.
Picks.
Four.
And a fumble.
although I mean, The last one is it's kind of whatever.
The last two, really.
The last one was really just throw it up, hope your guy catches
But
it.
see, the second to last one, he missed an open receiver in the end zone.
Yes, and that's what I was
Yeah.
about to bring up.
Yeah.
He both missed James Washington, the opposite corner, completely wide open. He had time and space to not necessarily set his feet, but get a better throw off. He could just tossed it somewhere over there, and he would have caught it. He also had about 15 to 20 yards wide open in front of him, where he could have just ran
Yeah.
to the sideline too. But he, like
And
Donnie
he
said,
has in the past
Yeah.
used his legs.
and like Donnie said, he tried to throw a hero ball. That's exactly what it was.
Also, you mentioned he had time, but on that play maybe, but for the most part, the line was not that great.
No, yeah, that. So we brought it up, and this is the one time that we've actually been right about it. They need to address the line this offseason. I've officially gotten to that point.
Yeah, it's just tough because they're not in a. Looking at the roster right now, there's just so many question marks. Like if I knew Bud was going to be back or
Yeah.
what was going on with the defense, then I could sit here and tell you what I think should happen at the draft. But
Yeah.
like with so many question marks still on the defensive side of the ball, having to deal with our own free agents, I can't definitively say, yeah, I would address
Yeah.
offensive tackle.
Well, the four in the four, right? Bud, Hilton, Hargrave, Sean Davis.
But
correct?
yeah, I mean Sean Davis is
Yeah,
gone.
Sean
yeah.
Davis is gone. I think it's safe to assume they're going to re-sign Bud and do anything to do that. And if that's the
I
case,
can't-
then I believe Hilton and Hargrave are gone.
See, that's gonna be the priority.
Yeah.
It's gonna definitely be like they're gonna do everything in their power to re-sign Bud.
But if they can't,
I think he wants to be here. I know he'd be willing to play on the tag. He's pretty much already said that.
Oh, okay.
But the problem with that is a
the
tag,
tag
for
is
the
like-
edge. You're talking about $18.5 million or so.
yeah.
But I think that they will do everything in their power. It's just how much of I think he'll take a pay cut, but how much of a pay cut
Yeah.
to continue to play with. I mean, it's the only defense he's played on,
Mhm.
but like this year specifically, the best defense he's ever played on, alongside of T.J. Watt, a defense that you just want to see continue to watch grow together.
Yeah.
You can't keep them all together, and that's where the loss of Hargrave comes into play. But you do it back.
Yeah.
And that kind of
Like
lessens that
yeah.
because Hargrave, when to its health, he's a 2-down defensive lineman.
Yeah, and like we
As
talked
far
about
as-
it, there's a couple guys that at least we think could probably fit in that role.
Yeah. Mike Hilton, it's going to be a shame to see him go, but I don't see a way it doesn't happen. At the same time, he is a restricted free agent. So, depending on how much money a team does pay him, we're getting something back.
Yeah.
And Cam Sutton's looked fine
Yeah.
in that role.
And Justin
He's
Lane
probably better
potentially.
in coverage than Hilton, but
Yes.
he doesn't bring that same, blitz off the edge.
Yeah, the edge rush that Mike Hilton has is
Nobody
or not
blitzes
edge
from
rush,
the
excuse
slot.
me. Yeah. That slot blitz is insane.
And he's a very short tackler for a guy that's 5'9". I mean,
Something like that.
5'10", whatever he is. He's a
I think
pretty
he might
short
actually
tackler.
be 5'8",
Whatever the hell he is,
Yeah.
he's short.
like Smitty.
Yeah. But I just, for the most part, that defense is going to stay intact. And I want to see Bud continue to be a part of it.
I just thought of the tweet I sent
The
to
midget?
that Penn's Chronicle.
Oh yeah.
Oh, no. Okay, I thought you were talking about when I said about.
Smitty's 5'2" and I'm 6'8".
I'm going to talk about that after.
I thought you were going to talk about, or you were going to say when I called Kyler Murray a midget.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
You didn't like
Wait.
my tweet.
No.
Did you see what I tweeted? Replied to him. I
yeah.
Google searched Kyler Murray height, and then it says 5'10", and I just put Smitty height, and then I edited in 5'7".
God.
I think you might be giving Kyler an inch, though, there. To be
Anyway,
honest.
yeah, well,
Oh,
there,
so
there was a whole discussion.
So he's 2
about that.
instead of 3 inches taller
Yeah.
than you.
Yeah.
There were people saying to Kyler's like 5'7", they gave him 3 inches.
No, I think I don't think he's 5'10", though, if I'm being
He's
honest.
definitely not 5'10". I was laughing at the people that were like, they're giving him 3 to 4 inches. It's like
They should have
no,
just
hell
listed him
they
at
aren't.
6 foot.
May as well.
His hand size, though.
So
Giggity.
this kind of this loss to the Bills, it kind of muddies things, if you will, for the Steelers' playoff outlook. Pretty much, I mean, if they win both, they're in.
Yeah.
Now, if they go 1-1,
You're-
they could still be in, but the Titans
Would
doesn't matter what they do against the Saints. They would have to lose to the Texans because it's out of conference.
well,
the
if
Saints
we
do.
if we lose and the Titans win next week, they have the spot
yeah,
because
I mean
they
they
just
do
have
have a better record.
Yeah.
They have this,
So
this-
basically, at the least, the Titans have to lose at least one game if we lose a game.
if we lose a game, and it
Yeah.
has to be the game to the Texans.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, like the Saints are out of conference, so it doesn't affect their conference record.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
So, but obviously the Titans, does.
Yeah.
Now the problem with that is the Texans play Tampa Bay this week, and if they win that game, they clinch the division.
I don't know if they're going to win that game.
So,
Which is why I'm hoping
but Tampa Bay is now without Chris Godwin as well.
Oh, and Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Oh.
if the Ravens win next week, they clinch the first seed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that happens, and they just sit everybody.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If the Steelers win both, it doesn't matter what the Titans do.
I'm very interested to see if that happens because I want to see RG3 play a full game under that system. Because that might be even scarier than I would imagine.
I thought you were saying than Lamar. So
Go
pump
from one
the brakes.
Go
No.
from one Heisman to the other.
Yeah.
But it just
Didn't Mark Ingram win a Heisman?
Yeah, they have 3 Heismans on their
they
team.
have a play called the Heisman.
And
They're all three on the
all
field.
3 are on the field. Yeah.
But it's an interesting dynamic now with Buffalo winning because New England plays Buffalo this week, and if Buffalo wins, they overtake that division.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, we
wow.
could be talking about New England going to Houston in the wild card round. And Houston, I understand that the score wasn't that lopsided at the end of the game, but
Yeah.
Houston handled them pretty easily
Yeah.
when they played each other.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's in New England against Buffalo on Saturday, so I'm picking New England to win that game. But it's just if Buffalo somehow does pull that out, I'm not so sure I'd pick New England to win on wild card weekend.
It'd be the first time since 2008 that they didn't win the division.
I was gonna say there's something weird about the there's an aura that it might actually be over if they lose the division.
I think people just need to see it happen to believe it's possible.
Yeah, I agree. But if that happens, I might wholeheartedly.
So are we Bills fans this weekend?
Yes.
I had Bills fans right by me,
Mhm.
and we were trash talking back to. I mean, it was all in good fun.
Yeah.
At the end of the game, I shook every one of their hands and said, "Please,
Yeah.
beat the Patriots."
Yeah, exactly. But with all that's been talking about with Tom Brady potentially leaving, Spygate 2.0, any rift there was with Belichick, blah blah blah, and now they might lose the division.
Mhm.
Just sell the franchise.
That might be it. That might be the beginning of the downfall.
It's just I feel like we've been last year they didn't look as good as they
Yeah.
had been in past years. What's weird is they've transitioned now to a team led by their defense,
Yeah.
which they're very good.
Crazy to say,
But
too.
at the same time, it's still an offensive-driven league. You still got to we're in the playoffs. I understand the Super Bowl was a very high scoring last year.
Yeah.
They're still going to have to find a way to score 23-plus points in the playoffs, and I'm not so sure they can do it
I don't know.
because you looked at the defense. They might be able to do it against the Texans, but the Texans can put up points against them, as we already saw.
Yeah.
The Chiefs' defense is getting better, and Pat Mahomes can
Which
put
is
up points.
weird.
Yeah.
Weird.
Tyrann Matthews all of a sudden having a really good year. He was terrible at the beginning of the year. You look at the other two teams. The Ravens are a nightmare for the Patriots.
Literally.
If the Bills beat
They're a
them,
nightmare
I mean,
for everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for the 49ers.
Well, the Steelers played
Which
them
they
the
still
best.
beat.
Yeah.
The Steelers played them the best. The 49ers got to play them in the worst possible conditions.
I was going to say both those are kind of flawed because, like you said, the 49ers played him in literally a tsunami.
Yeah.
But when the Steelers played him, that was also the time period where he said he didn't want to run, and they were having him throw the ball 40 times a game. So he kind of went a little one-dimensional. And even then he still burned him.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it would have
Fuck was
been
that?
different, though, had guys like Bud Dupree and Bush not been able to set the edge and stop the run like they did.
So the camera died, apparently.
Oh.
I think Beefy unplugged something, potentially.
I
Oh.
would never.
I don't know what happened. You can hear us, though.
I'll say I didn't touch
You can
anything.
hear us.
I don't know, but I would say, yeah, the weather conditions definitely impacted that San Francisco game very largely, which is why I still think the Steelers played the best.
I'm going to try and figure this out. I'm going to slide the table this way a little bit.
So now we got the Jets, which, on paper you would think that's a slam dunk, but they've been such a weird team this year. They've looked so good at times. Sam Darnold, since coming back from mono, has been, very good one game and terrible the next.
I mean, I remember the Cowboys game. They look great.
Cowboys and Raiders games.
Yeah, yeah. The Raiders game is the one where you said start Josh Jacobs, and yeah, he
They
got
lost,
lucky.
34-3 to the Jets?
Yeah,
or something like that?
he got 1 point.
Yeah, that was ridiculous. And that was kind of that was the game where the Raiders kind of fell out of, because at the time they were in the playoff spot.
Mhm.
Beefy did unplug something. It was right here.
At the time the Raiders were in a playoff spot, and then that was kind of
Oh,
Took a-
no.
they did a nosedive.
Our audio recording stopped for some reason. Keep going.
Okay.
Why
So-
is the stream still picking us up?
Oh no, we're good. We're good. We're good.
Playoff outlook, as we mentioned, we beat the Jets, we beat the Ravens, the Titans, whatever they do don't matter. If we were to lose one of those games, we need the Titans to lose to the Texans specifically. A loss to the Saints wouldn't do anything for us if we lose a game.
Isn't that game in Houston this time?
It is. The only thing that I worry about is them
Sitting
clinching
like Deshaun and stuff.
Yeah. But if they lose to Tampa this week, then that wouldn't happen regardless.
Yeah.
But it's just I think that might be a little far-fetched given what Tampa Bay's wide receiver depth chart's looking like. If they had Evans and Godwin, I mean, they're 7-7 this year. They're not a bad football team. But without those two, I just don't know if I see it against Houston. Jameis Winston's going to have the game of his life,
He had
which
the
he could
first
argue he's
quarter
already
of his
done
life.
1 or 2 times this year.
Well,
So he's going to have like the
the
third
game of his life includes like 3 picks.
Yeah. He's going
Also-
to throw for like 600.
somehow everything is all good on here. By the way, no idea how.
2 weeks ago, Jameis had 3 picks, 4 touchdowns, and 498 yards.
Yeah.
He got me 37 points.
Somebody
fantasy
at the casino
with 3 picks.
Somebody at
fuck?
the casino worded it to me perfectly about Jameis Winston. Jameis Winston is a quarterback that keeps both teams in the game.
He just wants.
At the casino.
Yes.
Oh my god.
He is the person that whenever they say, "I just hope both teams have funds," he takes that literally.
Funds.
Fun.
Everyone.
He
eats
takes that
W's.
literally.
Everyone eats W's during that game.
He's gonna throw for 3 or 4. He's gonna throw 3 or 4 picks. One of those might get returned. So yeah, touchdowns for everybody.
Remember when their GM had a burner account praising him?
Yeah, Jason Licht.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I was just watching that video today.
What a last name.
I don't know if it's Licht or liked or
So funny.
whatever.
By the
it
way,
is.
real quick, do either of you have your Prime subs?
I
I just want you two to see this.
Don't you have to? Isn't it weird from phone now?
Yeah. I don't know how to do it from phone now. I don't think you can Prime sub from phone now.
Oh damn.
It says like something about like sub points.
Yeah.
I
Oh, it
don't
says
even
I'm subscribed.
I don't even know what sub points
Oh wait,
are.
share anniversary.
It might go through. Oh yeah, you'll have to go back and watch the video. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, it's saying purchase
Oh my
purchase
God.
sub token.
Wait for it. Wait, no, pull back
Oh.
up. Wait for it. It
Yeah.
takes a second. I'm sorry for completely derailing this, but it's so goddamn funny.
Yeah, I have to do it from.
I don't know what the delay is. There it is.
Lit.
Tat lit. A couple more things to talk about in the
What were we
NFL.
saying?
Josh Gordon suspended, which is
yeah.
very unfortunate.
Did you hear
for
Pat
him.
McAfee talk about all that today?
I didn't. I saw you put a clip up, but I didn't watch it or anything.
The process for like the substance abuse policy they have. Is
Well, I know once you get caught-
insane.
Once you get caught, it's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like I can't remember the first stage that they do, but if they believe you need stage 2, 24 months of 8 tests a week.
Wow. Yeah, that's the thing is like it's not random at
Yeah.
first. Once you get caught, then you're pretty much subject to whatever.
Well, that's why everybody says if you get caught doing drugs in the NFL, you're an idiot because you know when it's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
You just stay off it for a few weeks before that. You piss clean, and then you can just
Well,
go back to smoking up.
Like Pat said, it's between. It literally starts on 4/20, and the first week of the preseason, I believe he said.
Just don't smoke.
Don't smoke. In
You
the
can
summer.
literally smoke all season.
We saw Drew Brees make history again on Monday Night Football. I feel like he makes history
For now,
pretty much every Monday Night
he
Football.
might remake it a couple.
Technically,
times
he'll
this
make history every touchdown to pass he throws now
season. Yeah, unless
because
Tom
he's just
passes.
furthering his lead.
True.
Also,
Um,
Taysom Hill caught his 5th touchdown, by the way.
But the thing with him
They
making
talked about him today too.
thing with him making history is that's like where everybody's talking about the touchdowns. In that same game, he decides to have one incompletion and
Yeah.
break the record for the highest completion percentage.
Did you see what he said after
Wasn't
the
it like
game?
96%,
I thought it was like 98.
98?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was stupid. Did you see what he said after the game?
No.
That one incompletion is gonna haunt me.
I don't remember the
he's-
incompletion.
He goes, I could have set my feet and made one throw to the running back, and it would have been 100%.
Yeah. Well, if ifs and buts are candy and nuts.
That man is a robot.
He should have said, "Imagine being the Chargers right now."
Or the Dolphins.
Yeah.
When he went into free agency, he pretty much had an agreement with the Dolphins.
Yeah, I saw it
And they were
today.
worried about his shoulder.
Yeah, and it fell through.
Mm-hmm. Suggs claimed by the Chiefs.
He's not
which
reporting.
yeah, we'll see if he reports. It was a big thing that if it wasn't the Ravens, he probably wasn't going to report. So we'll see what happens. But the Ravens, being the best team in the league,
Weren't going to get him.
they had there was 4 teams that claimed him, and they were the last of the 4. So
I want to see that list come out. They need more
it
transparency.
was
on
the Chiefs, Seahawks, Niners, and
this. Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm pretty sure those were the 4. Definitely I'm not sure about the Niners, to be honest. Chiefs, Seahawks, and Ravens were definitely 3 of the 4.
Huh. Interesting.
And Janoris Jenkins was claimed by the Saints after tweeting the R word.
Oh. I was going to say, I didn't even see what he said.
Yeah. But like, he was pretty much trying to get
He wanted out.
released.
Yeah.
He just wanted out of New York. He'd pretty much been talking about it openly.
I feel like everybody wants out of the Giants system.
OBJ would probably rather go back and stay in Cleveland.
Well, he wants to come here.
Yeah, what's that all about?
So he had told at least 3 other teams, and apparently the Steelers are the 4th, to come get him.
Remember the week prior to the rematch we had with them, how they said, or the week we had the rematch with them, how they said he told other teams to come get him?
Yeah.
Apparently the Steelers were one of them.
Along with 3 others.
Yeah.
How much
Apparently
does he
Jarvis Landry told the Cardinals to come get him.
How much does he make?
$16 million?
Do it.
Hell no. Where the hell's that money coming from?
Yeah.
Just don't sign anybody.
I would
Bud Gill?
rather have Bud Dupree back than
absolutely.
not Jarvis Landry, Odell Beckham Jr.
Either.
Yeah, well. Speaking of Cleveland, Freddie Kitchens is expected to be back for at least next season.
They're going to
With
get
the
rid
Browns.
of their players are literally going to force their way out of there.
That's the thing. You almost feel like you're choosing between that group of players
Yeah.
and this head coach, and you're really going to choose this head coach?
Yeah. And we've seen how many times a coaching change can completely change a team.
It was a mistake before they hired. Like, that was a terrible hire.
Yeah.
It would literally have been like if the Steelers hired Randy Fichtner to be the head coach.
Yeah.
The guy was not qualified to do it.
Not even qualified to be an OC.
He was given the position because he was Baker Mayfield's quarterback coach.
Oh, we're talking. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the other was given his position because he was
Yeah.
Ben's quarterback coach.
Yeah.
But I don't see why the Freddie Kitchens experiment should last more than 1 season. I get it. You know, they don't want to admit their mistake. But at the same time, I don't get it because that's better than the alternative of having all the players turn against you.
Yeah. City of Cleveland's a mess, man.
Devontae Parker got a 4-year extension with the Dolphins, which is crazy because, you know, pretty much up to this point, this season, really just a couple weeks ago, he was labeled a bust. He was a
Yeah.
first-round wide receiver that never really did anything. Now he's got over 1,000 yards and 8 touchdowns on the Dolphins.
Good for him.
So,
And Ryan Fitzpatrick.
yeah. Although, I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick's probably earning himself another 1-year, $10 million deal somewhere. Not to be with the Dolphins, I don't think, but
No. Does Josh
Eh,
Rosen
you know
start the
what?
year there?
you know what? It could be with the Dolphins. They could sign him back for another year to let whoever they draft learn under him.
They're definitely gonna have a top 5 pick. They're probably.
So you think they're just throwing Rosen away?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the point.
I
in-
feel bad for him.
Josh Rosen's gonna be one of those guys 5 years from now. You go, I wonder what he's doing.
Does I know that the Chargers were interested in him before before the Dolphins landed him.
Oh. And Philip Rivers is retiring.
Yeah,
Better.
but
be.
as a Chargers fan, it's like you feel like you're pretty much there with the rest of your roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel bad for Rosen. Both situations that
Yeah,
just sucked.
What pick?
it'd almost be better if he just like went back into the draft.
Yeah. What pick do the Dolphins have currently? Theoretically.
Like 4 or 5.
Really? So no Bengals have 1.
I want to say 3. I want to say it's Bengals, Giants, them.
I was gonna say if they finish with the 2nd overall pick and get Chase Young, they're absolutely going to re-sign Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Chase Young staying apparently.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. Wow.
I'm not sold on that, to be honest. Because he even said after he was kind of thrown off by the question, just hasn't really. He did mean he hasn't thought about it.
Yeah.
But it's not because he's not, gonna go. He just legitimately isn't even thinking about that because he's just worried about the rest of the season.
Listen, if I'm Chase Young, I'm not saying anything until the NFL regular season's over.
They're 4th.
And if the Giants have the 2nd overall pick,
Okay.
I am
So-
not.
Who's third?
Giants. Then Redskins.
Redskins are what? Second. Oh, okay. So the Redskins are the ones that have, because the Redskins were 4th on the latest mock draft I was reading.
Like they're tied, record wise, all three of them, but currently
Yeah.
the Dolphins are in the 4th slot.
If I'm going to either one of those two teams, nah.
Who?
If I'm Chase Young and those two teams are 2 and 3, I'm going back to school. I'd rather go to the Dolphins.
Well, you think it might be the exact same way next season?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. If the Redskins had a different owner, I think that they are, I feel like they have some talent there.
Oh, absolutely. Especially
It'd be funny too because they would have Haskins, McLaurin, and Chase Young.
Yeah.
That might have to be my second favorite team if that were to happen.
Oh man, don't say that.
Yeah, I
Dude,
know.
after Burrow won the Heisman, the picture of him holding the Bengals helmet
Oh yeah.
it's like the people were like relating it to the vine of the kid like opening an avocado for Christmas. He's like, an avocado.
Yeah.
Yay!
Thanks.
Yeah. Joe Burrow about to be in the division.
Yeah, his team's about to ruin
If
him.
Baker Mayfield gets his stuff together.
That means there will be 3 Heisman winning quarterbacks in our
And the
division.
Steelers.
I mean, Duck won the Heisman for the FCS, basically.
But all right. Does anybody have anything else?
Can we say a quick little thing about Penn's Chronicles because that was funny as hell?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't even know what to say about it. I wasn't the one experience. I was watching it.
Okay.
It felt like an out of body
let
experience.
me say something. He has
He's
not
an idiot?
responded to me
He hasn't responded to me either.
on anything.
Yeah,
I
he's
tweeted
afraid.
him multiple times.
Well, he wouldn't respond to me for the most part. Like I was tweeting him way more than he was tweeting me, trying to get him to respond to stuff.
He don't want the smoke.
I think my first tweet to him scared him. Like the things I was saying in that, I was sounding like an idiot,
Yeah.
and I think he was just that just like scared him off.
This guy's crazy.
Yeah, I asked him if he wanted to Tilly.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, how did that
I'll
even
dangle
start?
his jock off.
So I've seen his page before.
Yeah, me
and
too.
knew he was a Letang basher. Like
Yeah,
literally, the guy can't do anything right. in his
literally
book.
me 2 years ago.
Yeah, but I
screw
feel like,
you.
if he did something well, you would still acknowledge it. Where it's like,
Yeah, yeah.
he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's only when he does bad that he gets brought up.
Yes.
So like, it's Letang. I can't remember what exactly the stat was, but I just said weep and tagged Penn's Chronicles.
Oh, he was like
And then-
one of the best possession players on the Penguins. I think that's what it was.
Yeah. Probably in the league.
Yeah.
And
He would say that I know the stat was in the league. He was the best in the league
Yeah.
at something.
so I
Or
said
top 3.
I said weep at Penn's Chronicles.
Yeah, I saw that.
And they came back, and we just started going back and forth. And then he started sending me pictures of myself.
I know.
Except it wasn't
And then-
yourself.
Well, no, yeah,
It was
there-
you.
There was that one too. But he sent me one of myself. Well, actually,
It was me
Was it the
and
one-
you. It was
okay, I
me
didn't know
and
if it-
Jared.
I didn't know if it was the one of me and Jared or the one of me and Jeff.
Yeah.
And then
It was both.
And then that one.
Yeah.
I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So DiNardo sent me found this guy's Facebook
Yeah.
and sent me a picture of him.
I found it on his website.
And then, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then he sent me, I wasn't even digging deep. Like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't
This guy did.
invested in this conversation at all.
Do you know how many fucking gifts that guy had to go through to get to that?
That's what I'm saying.
I
I was-
wasn't invested either, but I just went at it.
I just so I've made it known that I hate that Penn's Nation kid, Jake. Like I just don't agree with him on a lot of things. So I blocked him. I started getting tweets from Penn's Chronicles like in my thread with Sarge because Sarge tried to white knight in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's going on? And I see he replied to my tweet calling the dude a penis.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think I legitimately said, I'm like, do I really have to unblock this guy and like him for a little bit for this whole entire conversation? That may have been the best night on Twitter since I caused World War III.
Yeah, I
That
found
day
myself.
sucked.
I found
That was
myself.
the worst day on Twitter, and
Not
you're a
agreeing.
dickhead for that.
I found myself not agreeing with
Am I a penis for it?
Jake too often, but
Yeah.
like, yeah, I mean, we still follow each other.
Oh, he
We
follows
still,
you?
yeah.
No, he didn't do that to me.
So
That's me, dumbass. Smitty is 5'2" and I'm 6'8". Should be obvious. Shaking my head. I'll
what
dangle
made
you
say
out of.
this?
What?
I don't understand what made you say this.
I don't either.
I'll dangle you out of your jock while you take it while I take it Bardowski and hit the red light district. Trying to have a Tilly there, bud. Enjoy sharing your shit posts and useless opinions to your 429 followers. Your 10-ply, bud.
If I'm being all honest,
Well, I saw him like arguing with you, and I wanted to say something stupid back.
If somebody that I did not know replied that to me, I might call the cops.
I would probably just retweet it and let it go.
Yeah. I might call the cops because that just sounds like a maniac.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was going for. I was at the Pens game and I was typing that.
I was crying when I read that.
I was with my mom.
So funny. That whole night was so funny. Everybody went at him. Everybody.
Yeah.
What is it with the three of us when we get into shit? Everybody goes after that same person.
I don't know. We got a loyal fan
When you
base.
fight us, you fight the whole.
You fight all of Twitter.
Yeah. I was gonna say the whole city, but then I realized probably majority of the city probably doesn't like us.
Speak for yourself. A lot of people don't like me.
Oh, they did the Pro Bowl announcement.
Oh, did they?
To Castro, Pouncey, Hayward, Watt, Fitzpatrick.
Good.
Oh, and Andrew McCutcheon was named Pirates Player of the Decade.
What a shot.
Yeah, shocker.
Who else was in there? Like Garrett Jones, Neil Walker, Garrett Cole.
I don't know. I just know they named him the.
Godwin and Evans, both receiver. Jarvis Landry?
What?
Jarvis Landry's a receiver for the Pro Bowl.
Oh, wow. Evans and Godwin make sense. Top 3 fantasy
Oh,
wide
no,
receivers.
yeah, I was just...
Well, I was shocked when I saw those two in the top 3 fantasy receivers. They're both behind Michael Thomas.
Mark Ingram.
Good for him. I like Mark Ingram. I hate the fact he's on the Ravens.
Anybody can guess the tight ends. Go ahead, guess them.
Kelsey and
There's 4.
Wait,
Oh.
who?
so
The tight ends.
so it's Kelsey, Kittle, Hunter Henry,
No. Think of like the big 3.
who's Ertz.
Yeah, and then plus 1.
Who the fuck's the other one? Oh, God damn it! I can't remember his name now. Mark Andrews.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only other one that I would have said maybe is Darren Waller.
Yeah.
But, I mean, those 4 are fine. Anyway, yeah. It's not the fan, like, because originally it showed, like, the top of the fan voting had, like, Devin Bush
Yeah.
and Metakavich, but the Castro wasn't on there, and the Castro actually made the
Huh.
Pro Bowl. So,
Our guys aren't even going to be playing in it anyway,
Bold.
so it won't matter.
Bold. Bold. Bold.
well, some of those guys might not play regardless, like,
yeah.
just because they don't want to. You see that every year. But anyway, congrats to those guys. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't mean much, but we got to get into the dance before we can start talking about dancing. So,
Yeah.
go 2-0 these last 2 weeks, and you're in. But one more time, I want to thank everybody for being part of Rock Around the 412. I will reach out to everybody that won, although 2 of them are in my family.
I'll
So
get a hold of Jonesy.
Makes it easy. Yeah, Jonesy, Tim, Mike, Christian. Anybody else that won prizes will be in touch.
We're paying off
Amanda.
our sponsor.
Yeah, this is our sponsorship. Thanks again for getting involved with Rock Around the 412. Can't wait to do it again next year. You guys obviously saw where the money's going.
Yeah,
So,
literally.
But other than that, whether you listen on Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, whatever it might be, head on over to twitch.tv/around the412 and join us next time. We are Around the 412, sponsored by Keeks Barbershop, located at 180 Brighton Avenue in Rochester, PA. $5 off every single Tuesday for military personnel, first responders, and nurses. That's Keeks Barbershop, 180 Brighton Avenue in Rochester, PA. Open 10 to 7, Tuesday through Friday, and 9 to 4 on Saturdays.
Thank you for tracking that.
Head on over there, and bye-bye.
Turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that hot girl by my anthem. Turn it up and throw a tantrum. This that throw a